Hello my local YouTube fans, it is I, your local Scottish Trekkie, coming live at you for, yet again, the Star Trek, the official Starships collection. And this afternoon, I am going to be doing Star Trek, the official Starships collection, the Klingon Bird of Prey from the 22nd century, so the Enterprise version, and I'll do the magazine, and after I do the magazine, we'll get into the ship itself. More than that in a little bit. Let's get into the magazine, shall we? How you guys keeping alright? Is your afternoon going well? I welcome you for taking your time to look at this review. So what I'll do is I'll just do as I do as the normal ones. I'll just do the contents and the specification. So the contents is the Bird of Prey, designing the ship, making sense of the Klingons and on screen. And the Klingon Bird of Prey specification is that it's operated by the Klingon Defence Force. It's operational in 2150. Its weaponry is disruptor cannons ×8, twin torpedo launchers, and its length is 145.36 meters. Its top speed is Warp 5. Its mission is patrol, raiding, and assault. So you get everything all down there. So you get like what it does in the rest of the magazines. And is it the same? No, it's a different. That's the image there, and it's the image we get here is a little bit different. So it's the Klingon Defence Force Bird of Prey in the 2150s. So other ships in the Klingon fleet during the 22nd century include the Raptor and the D4 class battlecruiser, both of which shared the basic layout that would later be used for the Datinga class. Small winged craft known as Bird of Prey that act as scouts and raiders have been an essential part of the Klingon fleet since the Empire first achieved spaceflight. The same basic layout has been adapted over the years to become more and more powerful, but the essentials have remained the same. An engineering hull with two wings that are connected to the bridge module by a long neck. In the mid-22nd century, it wasn't uncommon for a Bird of Prey to be operated independently, often straying far from Klingon space. If encountered a serious threat, its commander could call on the support of Bird of Prey. For example, when Duros delivered the Archer ship had been upgraded with more powerful weapons, he summoned the two Birds of Prey to assist him. So we have some awesome images of the Birds of Prey with the NX-01 Enterprise, and is that the Raptor? That one there. That is a Bird of Prey. Yeah, it is. That's a Bird of Prey. I thought that was the Raptor, but it's not. It's a Bird of Prey. Like other Klingon ships of the period, the Bird of Prey carried a disruptor turret that was mounted on the underside of the ship. The turret was fitted with twin disruptor cannons and could rotate through 360 degrees, and in the Z-axis, providing a wide field of fire. And This guy down here is Duros. And then we get some more data feed and nice imagery of the Klingon bird of prey from that time period. And with this gentleman down here is one of the augments. This guy here is one of the augments, captured by the bird of prey that earlier started a war between Earth and the Klingons. The augments easily overpowered the Klingon crew and rapidly mastered the ship's systems. The bird of prey was a small, highly maneuverable ship that often operated independently. It was designed for battle and was heavily armed. The bird of prey used deflector shields to protect it from enemy fire. The amount of energy could be relocated to offer greater protection to different areas. And then we have this section that I really do love. So you get the back of the ship, the front of the ship, the side of the ship, and you also have the top of the ship to top it. It's really good. The House of Duros. It seems likely that the Duros who captured Captain Archer was the ancestor of the Duros who tried to take control of the Klingon Empire during the Civil War in 2368. There is little doubt that the Arkham Sung who birthed the augments was the ancestor of Dr. Noonien Sung, who created the android Data after his problems with his genetically engineered children. Ark Sung switched his focus to cybernetics. A little bit of good information trivia there, boys and girls, for yous. And then we have designing the bird of prey. This one is another John Eves starship. John Eves' concept, a 22nd century version of Nilo Rhodes' classic Klingon bird of prey, kept the basic shape, but made everything a little cruder and more primitive. So there's John Eves' awesome work of the Klingon bird of prey there, designing the Klingon bird of prey for that time frame. And then you get the making Klingon sense. So the Klingons up till now to Deep Space Nine. Far left picture, in many ways Dax understood that the Klingons better than Worf, as she provided a different point of view on their culture. Klingon leaders talk about honor a lot, but when it comes to it, Gowron and his predecessor Kempek had done whatever it took to stay in power. And then we have the on-screen version of the Klingon bird of prey. So its first appearance was The Expanse. Last appearance was Divergence. Its TV appearances with StarTrek Enterprise, and it's just designed by John Eves. And we have a little bit of some more trivia for you, boys and girls. Although we didn't see a 22nd century Klingon bird of prey until Star Trek Enterprise's Season 2 finale, The Expanse, the term bird of prey was first mentioned in Season 1, episode Sleeping Dogs. The Vulcans clearly knew about a bird of prey before this sense T'Pol was able to identify it straight away. The fact that the Klingons have ships called bird of prey in the 22nd century causes some continuity problems. The first bird of prey that appeared in Star Trek was a Romulan ship, which had a starring role in Balance of Terror. The next time we see a bird of prey appeared in Star Trek III, producer Harvey Bennett had originally intended it to be a Romulan ship, but Leonard Nimoy persuaded him to make it a Klingons. The name of this ship was left unchanged. This led fans to speculate that the ship had been stolen from the Romulans. However, Enterprise clearly shows Klingons had birds of prey over 100 years earlier, meaning that it must be a consequence that Romulans and Klingons have the same names. And that's the one they're talking about there. They're talking about that ship there. The one from Ballas and Terror. So that's our magazine for the day. The Klingon bird of prey from the 22nd century. Let's get into the magazine itself. Let's get into the ship itself, shall we? And if I can get it off the stand, here it is. And here she is, the Klingon bird of prey from the 22nd century. And you can see it's got Klingon logos on the wings, clearly there. And it's got the wee red glowing tick on the neck, and it's got its disruptor on the neck, and it's got wee cannons underneath down here, and it's got its disruptors on the end of the wings. But I really do like this ship. I do. It's starting to gel with me. The Klingon 22nd century starship. I'd like to see what you guys think down below in your comments to see what you guys think of this starship. But I'm going to leave the review there just now. And if you guys like this, to get it back on the stand. The stand just says 22nd Klingon bird of prey 2250s, and it is 8012 A-B. And to get it back on the stand, what you want to do is get this part here like that, and then just join it in, and that's it on its stand. So what I'm going to do this is, I'll leave you there with this, boys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen, and I will end my review there. If you guys like this, please show the thumbs, and please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and please like, share and subscribe. And I am being your local Scottish Trekkie, and I will see you in the next video. Live long and prosper. Bye bye for now. Catch you later on, guys. See you later.